Hey everyone, sorry I did a little bit of late start there, technical difficulties, but we're here. We're just doing a little pop-up video here, quickie, for the afternoon, or this is the weekend one. Our weekend's pretty busy, so I wanted to update. There's been a lot of things updated on the web, on the thing here you'll see, on the layout. Tomorrow we've got an arts and crafts fair we're doing, helping our church out with it, so, and then Sundays, probably getting together with my mom for her birthday. We've been having to put that off for a couple of weeks. We've all been sick because as you all know. So we just thought we'd do a short one here, and that way you can see where it's really changed a lot. What's getting ready to happen. So we thought we'd just do it. So next weekend we are going to have a live stream from a open house, a model railroad open house. It's not very far from here, and we've seen the modules before at some of the train shows, really nice. So we'll have a live one there along with videos coming off of it. So that'll be next Saturday, maybe Sunday both. We're thinking, since it's not so far, we're thinking about going both days and catching what they run on both days. So that's all coming. All right, so I'm still getting a little phlegm here and there, so I apologize if I've got to clear my throat and stuff. All right, so most of what's new is happening on the upper level now. We've pretty well settled on what's happening down on the HO. This is undergoing a big change all over again, and I'll show you that here in a sec. We've got some reviews coming up of some products that you might want to check out this weekend. It's going to be the there's let's see, it's a couple of HO things, and an HO-N combo. So it's something that is HO right now, but I'm going to turn into N scale. So you might want to see that. That should be coming. We were hoping to put it up last night, along with another special video that we have coming tonight. That you'll. I'm not going to say what it's about, but it's pretty neat. So, all right. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pick up the camera, and I'm going to show you everything that's going to happen. Like I said, it's quite the change, and we just want to get this as a live stream, because then it'll be archived and up on public, so people can watch it there. If you tune in a little late, you can catch up on all of that. So I'm going to grab the camera. We've got a little train running around right here. I'm still testing track and things, so you'll just see it as we're going along. All right. All right, so biggest changes are coming all along here, through here. As you can see, this is now up over here, just out of the way. There's no longer going to be a big station right here. The size of that station was just too big, and I wanted to change this whole area right here. So what's going to be happening is I'm going to be cutting this foam back about 2 inches straight all the way down this way, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. We're getting rid of all of this rock. It's going to come all the way down. I'm not throwing any of this away. I'm going to cut this very carefully out, and it'll go upstairs to the attic. That's where it'll be coming in. When we do the upper area, I've got a great spot to put this and the piece that was back here. So that'll be happening. So what this is going to enable us to be able to do, this is coming out right here. It's going to narrow out quite a bit. We are going to make this yards. This is going to be, all of this right here is going to be probably 5 tracks. We're going to have 2 main lines, a siding for, I am putting a small station right here with a drop down. It's just, maybe be about this wide coming across. It'll be a drop down right through here. That'll be a siding for that, and then we'll have 2 sidings for yards. So that'll all narrow down right here to just being the 2 tracks coming across the jump area right here. So that's going to continue. So I've got to make room for all 5 tracks. As you can see, 3 fit here comfortably. I can bring it out to the edge, but I am going to have to take that back so I can fit all 5. And then down here at this end, these all narrow down to just 2 tracks again. Switches all coming out. Here's the other big change that happened. See, I got the foam on. I told you I'm going to get the foam on. Here's the foam right here. So this is the beginning of the mountain area. This shelf's getting ready to come out this week, and I'm going to start building the mountain area. So we'll be cutting this back, putting an angle right here, and the 2 tracks will be coming here. These will be the tunnels in the mountain. That hasn't changed. Hang on just a second, please. Sorry about that. The 2 tracks will be coming through here, through the tunnels, and then that'll come out over here. All right, big change. I mean, that's huge to begin with, but big change. We were going to have up on this pink, we were going to have 2 more main lines that were going to come through here, and they were going to snake their way back behind all the buildings and everything. Well, that's not happening anymore. So we're going to be putting a set of buildings like this right here, varying heights along the front, so that when you look down like this, you can see how cool that's going to look when we have our 5 tracks all loaded up with trains right there. That's going to look pretty neat. So, big change is going to be this right here, the elevated track. So, I've never glued this down. I've never glued this top section down, the actual bridge part, to this. This is going to be moved over, and a second one is going to be put up here. We're going to have 2 tracks coming along right here, elevated together. We're going to come over here. We may be pushing this back. Oh, look, gee, look, we got a little ladybug. He's going down the tracks. We're going to be coming out over here, and we're going to be doing more of a slight curve. And then it's going to come over here, and we're going to have the 2 tracks right here, and it's going to flare into 3. They're going to have your 2 main lines on the outside, and there's going to be a track going right down the middle, and we're going to put an elevated passenger station right here. And then that way, we have a point-to-point almost in the city itself. And then that'll all narrow back down to 2. And then that'll go over here to the mountain. And over here in the mountain, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it at elevation or if I'm going to drop it down over here. But at some point on the jump track over here, it'll be going up and down to where what'll happen is, so passenger train comes in right here. And it works its way around. Excuse me. So it just keeps working its way around. Heads through the mountains right here. Goes over to the part of the layout that just you won't see. This is all kind of going to be staging and stuff on the jump. Right about in here, it's going to start climbing. And it's going to climb up to this level right up here. It's going to join in with a switch up here to where we can have, then it's going to keep going. And then it'll be able to end right over here in this other station. So you'll have all that kind of running with just a single passenger train. So that's what we're going to be doing with that. So we're eliminating this other track. So we're going to be going to, it's going to be basically a figure 8 on top of itself is what we're going to be doing. Or we can have it to where we're going to have it made to where we can keep this track by itself. It'll be high enough to where it'll just stay at that height and come over here and just hook back up at the same height. So if we just want to run it up on the upper level, we can, but we have the ability to go up and down right there. So that is what we are going to do with that. So the this is going to get all cut out right here, probably this next week. Excuse me. As is this, is going to be pushed back. I'll make a retaining wall that's going to be very similar to this, and that's what we'll have all along this entire area. Now, what will happen is, oh look, got another one right here. Maybe he's the one. Oh yeah, he's not on that over anymore. So what we're going to be doing is the roads that go through the city are going to just come over and dead end off the end here. So you will have some neat stuff where the train will pass underneath a variety of overpasses and things. We're going to have an overpass on the curve. It's going to be a pretty good size one. My son wants to put a elevated highway, which we may do in the back here, just have it disappear. That might be kind of cool looking, because if you look, I'm going to get back here a little ways, you can kind of see how if we do this right, we're going to have some really great elevations going. So that on the different heights of the buildings. So with the station being smaller right here, all of these buildings right here are going to get eliminated. We're going to put tall towers here, right here, a tall tower right there, big towers back here. And then this way, if we make this city all the way, now we can bring big towers back here in the corners and just keep going with it. So that's what we're going to do. And then the city will transition a little bit over to the mountain, kind of like Denver is. So we'll just be doing that, coming in, leading into the mountains over here. And then we'll just have like a two-peak mountain here with some bridges between and the tunnels underneath. So that's what we're going to be doing. I mean, we're talking big changes up here. So that's that'll be starting. I'll be cutting here probably Monday. We'll be cutting everything back. I'll finish this wall this weekend, and then we'll be cutting this back, and I'll be creating the new wall that goes along here. And as soon as that is done, and I cut this back right here for the tunnel part, I'm going to go ahead and lay the roadbed down, and we'll get the track down. So that will allow us to go ahead and start running trains. We'll get a loop put across right here. We're just going to do that, and then we'll put the tracks across right there. And then that'll be that. We'll be able to start running trains, and then I can start working out the logistics of getting from here to level to here to level. So this is all I've been having run. This is what's been going around the tracks right here. As you can see, I've just got it, just testing out stuff. We talked about this in previous live streams, that it was going to be over here. It's not, takes up too much space. We're basically going to just have a simple loop right here with some sidings. That'll just go off to some industries. I'm not quite sure what we're going to have, but it's just mostly going to be so we can showcase cars and engines that I've been working on. That's a little sneak peek. That's coming. You'll see a video on that pretty soon. So we are going, yeah, that takes care of that. Got you caught up on all of this. This was the biggest part right here. So this is going to be a major job to get it done. Oh, hello, somebody's joined in. Hello, glad to see you. So I'm going to put this camera back. I'm going to try to step over my jump track before the train comes through and I don't knock it off. All right. Wait till it passes and I'll step back over. Okay, so that's the big changes. We are going to, like I said, this will be a yard now, coming all the way through here, 5-track yard, cutting everything back, getting that all into place, getting rid of the rock, all that's going. I got thinking, boy, I really put a lot of time and effort into that, and it's a shame to waste it, but you'll see it upstairs when we do that layout. Plus, now we've got the base over here ready to go for the mountain, and you're going to have lots of rock in the mountain. So I have plenty of good scenery stuff coming on that. So that's what we're doing. You're going to see a really staggered effect now of the layering of the buildings going into the end scale all the way around to here, and maybe a little bit further. Lots of towers. We'll start printing those next week, along with the station. Like I said, big station's gone, small station going in. So big changes, really big changes. This is again why I didn't glue anything down originally, because I knew I was just kind of tweaking things as I went, and I got to the point. For example, down here where we're going to have the yards, I wanted to have it like the Belen yards are in New Mexico, where they run main line on either side of the yards. You have your yard tracks in the middle, and you have them on either side. You've got your east and west main lines, or north south, whatever you want to have, and then we'll just have one little siding off for the station. So I think that'll look really neat, having the tracks all lined up with cars, and then having trains passing on either side of them. I think that'll look really good. So, and then of course, we get all the fascion, it'll all look really neat, and bridges coming across for the roads. So if you've missed anything, you might want to. This will go live. It'll be, well, not live. I mean, it'll be archived and be able to go back and see what we were talking about on all this. But yeah, major changes have come. I know I keep saying I just need to get to the running part. Well, we've got the HO to do the testing with and having some fun with that. So now it's just a matter of getting the end scale done. But I'm hoping within 2 to 4 weeks have all 5 tracks down up here completely. The 2 mains and the 2 sidings and the siding for the passenger. So. Thank you. Somebody said, take your time and enjoy your projects. I am. The problem is I got to start making some decisions and I got to get some stuff done. If I keep just putting off like this, I keep thinking, oh, well, I'm not too far into it. I can make those changes. I could be doing that probably for the rest of my life until I never get something running. So I am going to do this. And like I said, we're going to now have a double track elevated instead of a single track. So I've got to start working on building that and bringing that in. But I think the changes are good. I really like the idea when I showed you the camera angle of it. When we get over here, it's going to look really nice with these towers and the taller buildings, like right along here overlooking the yards. So when we set up the camera right here to do live streams with just trains running, it's going to be a neat area to see the trains running through. So these have all just developed. All these ideas have just developed as far as how aesthetically pleasing it's going to be and how the trains will run better. We needed a yard that's visible instead of just the staging that's going to be on the jump tracks. So that's it's going to be a nice change. I think. Feel more comfortable. I haven't felt comfortable with the overall layout. I think we were trying to pack too much into a small space with having two main lines up top, a single elevated track, and two main lines down below. So by eliminating the two main lines that are on the pink and going with the two here and the two on the elevated, I think will make it a lot more realistic and practical to be able to actually get finished. So, but like I said, once we start putting roadbed down, it'll go pretty fast. I've got a lot of used track I bought. This is all Atlas Flex, 83 nickel silver. I've just got to sand everything and get the rails cleaned. Got a great deal on all of it. I paid less than $1 a section, so I don't mind spending a little time sanding the surfaces. So that's what's coming. And like I said, we've got some really neat videos coming this weekend. We've got one coming tonight, kind of a special one, and then we've got some product reviews coming tomorrow night, and I think Sunday or Monday. I can't remember which. But we have some good stuff coming. So this was our just quick little pop-up that we had going today. Last weekend, like I said, was fantastic at Train Fest. I don't know if I mentioned the numbers. I think we had 1,000 people that came and went during the hour and 40 minutes that my son was doing it. And like I said, he's going to be the one that handles those live events like that. I'll handle the live streams in the actual layout room. So that was really good. So we got a big show coming up in February, Mad City in Madison, Wisconsin. It's the second largest in the entire upper Midwest like this. You'll get all the manufacturers there again and all that. So we'll have more information of that as we get closer to it. We have a big show coming. It's in Stevens Point in January, and we'll be live streaming at all of these events. So if you see something you like, call out a question, whatever, at any of them that we got going. So we'll be doing that. So anyway, I think this pretty well takes care of us for the weekend. Like I said, next weekend we'll have that live. So I think we're good. So I hope if you didn't see it all, just go ahead and review it as to what's getting ready to change, because I did walk around and talk about it. And so anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you next weekend with the live stream and lots of videos this week.